Hi, hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Drew, and today I'm going to be doing a couple of pages in this drawing prompt book. So yeah, let's get into it. So this is the prompt that I'm going to be working on today, and it's looking through a keyhole. So I went ahead and sketched it off camera, and I had to prime the paper off camera too because of the paint markers that I'm using. I'm using the Artex acrylic paint markers, and I had started this before, and I was just using the paper that's in the book, and it started tearing up the paper as I done it, so I decided to paint over it with just regular acrylic paint, so that way it wouldn't tear it up, and it worked. It didn't tear it up. I just had to redo the sketch over that, so yeah, that wasn't great. Anyway, for this prompt, I wanted to do something sort of whimsical and magical. So I decided that I wanted to put some kind of body of water, so like a stream / river in there. So I done that in the foreground, and in the background, to add a little bit of mystery of, oh, what is this place through this door here, I added a castle, and I don't think it turned out as mystical, whimsical, magical as I had hoped because of the way I ended up coloring it, and because I didn't add anything else other than I added some flowers, not really flowers, just dots to make it look like fields of flowers, but I didn't really add anything. And looking at it now, I kind of wish I had added some butterflies or a unicorn or a Pegasus, some kind of whimsical creature, or just kind of colored it differently. But oh well, it's done now, and I'm not going back to it because this prompt book is just supposed to be quick sketches more so, rather than full on super amazing paintings, or at least that's how I'm treating it anyway. But anyway, so coloring the castle here, I didn't know exactly how to color it, so I just started throwing colors down and trying to blend them, which I'm pretty sure that's not how you're supposed to use paint markers, but that's the way I did it. But the colors that I used, I just was not happy with, so that's why I was trying to blend them. But I ended up redoing the entire thing anyway with different colors, so it won't even be a green-gray. In the next few minutes, it won't even turn out that way. So I just didn't record doing it over again because I didn't think you'd want to see that again, although I might should have, because that's not the way it ended up. But oh well, here it is. This is the way I tried coloring it first, but oh well. But I wanted to start from the background going forward, so that way I didn't ruin anything. That way I could just kind of go over the lines again and clean things up later. And it worked out pretty well, I think. But I just continued to sort of blend the colors and make them try to look decent, sharpen them up with some outlines sort of. And I'm not overly thrilled with how this page ended up looking, but I think it was okay for not trying to take it too seriously, but seriously enough to make a decent drawing. I think I did make a decent drawing, just not, I think it could have been better, that's all. But yeah, I just took my sweet time coloring this castle, and I'm so sorry that it took me this long. I hope you enjoyed anyway. Okay, so I finally finished the castle, and as you can see, it ended up being more of a bluish, purplish periwinkle sort of color, and I think it looks much better. But anyway, I started working on the land in front of the castle here, just taking the greens and once again just blending them out while they were still wet before they had dried, which these markers dry really quick. They're really nice, but I was just trying to blend them out and sort of make a nice little land looking, like grass looking effect. Don't know how well it worked, but I tried. Next, I started working on the river, trying to get that done a little bit, and I started like making it go horizontally, sort of, instead of like just following the bend. And I did not like it. I was like, that just looks strange. And I started doing like making it follow the bend and go that way. And it looked more like water, but it looked more like rushing water. And I don't really know how I like it, but yeah, I just started layering blues and stuff, and then threw in some whites in there and stuff, and just colored it in and blended it out and tried to make it look like water. I don't think I'd done a very good job, but I did try. I'm going to have to practice with that a little bit more. Here's where I started trying to make it go horizontally, which I think could have worked, but I don't know, it just didn't make sense in my head at the time. I was like, wait, why am I doing that? It needs to go like vertical and follow the bend, which I think, like I said, it ended up working out okay, but I don't know, looking at it now, it probably could have worked, but oh well, not how I did it. And as you can see here, this is where I went off camera and I done it vertically, and now I'm just coloring in the land around it. I started doing the same thing here with the land in front of the castle, where I just done it before it dried. I just started like layering the colors and mixing them and blending them, but I made it lighter where it's coming more into the foreground. And here's where I go in to add the little flower looking things. I didn't really want to draw a full on flower, so I just done little dots to make it look like there was clusters of them. And also I went off camera and added little rocks just to add a bit of dimension and depth, I suppose, to the river. I think they look pretty good too. I think I done fairly well with those, and I'm kind of glad I added them in. So yeah. And here is where I went in with my white and added little dots around the rocks, like the water was coming up against it. And I think this is just what made the rocks for me, and it made it look so much better. I love it. And then I started working on the outline, but I decided to do that off camera so I could do it a little more precisely. And then I started working on the actual door part of it and like the outside of the keyhole itself, like around it. And I done quite a bit of the like gray part here off camera because I didn't know what color I wanted to use. Once again, no idea what color I wanted to use, so I done that off camera and was playing around with that and figuring that out. So I start by trying to use black, and then whenever it comes back and it's actually finished, it's more like green gray, which I think looks pretty good. But yeah, I did do most of that off camera, so So here is the final result. Sorry for the abrupt cut, but I did finish it off camera, so yeah. But I like it, and I hope you like it, and I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye!